Kubernetes jobs are not the replacement for the regular pods. There is a reason why we have this Kubernetes resource of jobs and cron jobs and not just the pods. In this video, I'm going to try to explain what are the unique features of cron jobs and Kubernetes jobs, which separate them out from the regular pods. On your screen, you can see that it's a typical job manifest file in the Kubernetes. Kubernetes jobs use batch API group with V1 API version, and then the kind is job here. And in the spec section, we have various features which can be used in the Kubernetes manifest file. So let's go through four unique feature of Kubernetes jobs which separate them out from the regular pods. The first one is the graceful node failure tackling. What it means is that the job object in Kubernetes will start a new pod if the first pod fails or is deleted. And that could be due to a node hardware failure or a node reboot. And if we can do it through the restart policy, which is on line number 15. This restart policy tells us whether the pod will be restarted or would it be whether it will be restarted or not in case of failure. For the default restart policy is always. So whenever there is a failure in the pod or in container, then Kubernetes tries to restart this pod. But in our case, right now the value is set to never, which means that if there is any failure, it will never be restarted. There is a third option called as on failure that Kubernetes will only restart it if there is a failure. Second option is the retry mechanism, which is specified by the backoff limit on line number 6. Backoff limit is simply the number of retries before the job controller in Kubernetes stops trying to create the pod. So in our case, if the pod fails, Kubernetes will only try it 2 times. And I have another video where I describe this backoff limit in great detail, and I will put the link to it in the video's description. Then we can also ensure multiple successes of a pod. So when you need a task to succeed an X number of times in total and then stop running, then you can specify it with the completions. In our case, we have given it the value 4. So in this case, pod will run 4 times, one by one, until it completes 4 times. We can we have also specified in line number 8 the parallelism. So it means that if we have 4 completions, then 2 pods will run in parallel to meet that completion of 4. And you can specify it in whatever value you want. And if we omit this value on line number 8, then the pods will run sequentially one by one 4 times in our case. So you can see that even though the job is a regular pod with a very thin layer wrapping upon it, this template is a bit different and offers us 4 different features like stability in case of node failures, better retry mechanism, multiple successes, and a parallelism option to speed things up. I hope this clarifies the difference between a job and a pod in Kubernetes. If you have any questions or feedback, please put them in the comments. Thanks.